Here we are, and in the middle of the flowers of icon. My name is Guillermo Maecha. Welcome to Instagram Live here with the Icon Selection Connects. Today we are going to be with two very interesting people. Yeah, be prepared. It's going to be not really long, but we are so happy to have them because they have a lot to do. They are in Miami, and they asked me I asked them if you are in Miami, what do you think about to do a quick Instagram live with me? And yeah, this is what we are going to do. This is live, so get my papers here. Sitting here in all these pretty flowers, and I'm waiting for Michael to get in. Yes, he is there, and so I can invite him. Hey, I cannot invite you, Michael. Why is that? What's going on? What's going on? I cannot invite you. Yeah, just hey, sometimes the techniques are wonderful. So let me grab my chair. Guys, how are you?
Good, good. Can you hear us?
Good. I cannot really hear you well, and I say yes.
Yeah? Better?
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to get it so that we can see you
How you
too.
doing?
Good, good. Well, where are we?
Good. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
It's loud.
Perfectly.
I can see you. Yeah.
I think you have to go a bit more next to them with the phone to get the audio going. Yes, I think so. Okay, let's start. My name is Guillermo Maecha. I'm from Icon Selections. I'm the commercial director, initiator of these Icon Selections Connects. And today we have our guests. Tell me who you are.
Hi, I'm Anna Baca from Kendall and Florexpo, which is a West Coast Queens Bouquet Network company. I'm the general manager of Florexpo and Kendall for the group.
Okay, can you go a little bit be near the person because the audio is really yeah, I think it's better like this, and then we can switch faces because we cannot hear it really well, but hopefully right now. Can you present yourself again, please?
Sure. Hi, I'm Anna Rose Baca, and I'm with Florexpo and Kendall, which is the West Coast operations for the Queens Bouquet Network.
Okay, thank you. Super.
Hi, my name is Mike Adiletto. I'm from Designer's Choice up in Boston. We're kind of up in the northeast corner of the United States, and we're Queens up in the northeast, let's say.
Nice, yeah. The guys are right now in Miami in the showroom of Queens with the banner of Icon in the back. Crazy. It's really nice. What we're going to do, we are going to talk obviously about the varieties of Icon. We are a breeder of chrysanthemum, and you guys obviously are fans of the varieties of Icon. Can you tell us a little bit about the varieties you guys are using and why are you using them?
We go way back with Icon from the very beginning. I was there at, I think, the first planting on site in Rio Negro. We're actually utilizing most of the Icon varieties in our own farms. So I would say we're utilizing the maximum amount of varieties that Icon is producing on the commercial side. We've seen a huge benefit in working so closely with Icon in being able to really give commercial feedback to Icon to really maximize the kind of varieties that are coming out of Icon, not only from a wow factor standpoint, but also from a production standpoint at our own farms, just in regards to productivities and foliage and all sorts of things. So I would say we're pretty much using them all.
Yeah, we are. We're trying to incorporate different sizes, the different textures, everything from like micro palm Santinis to the Dotties is my particular favorite. We definitely got to find a few more colors on that, because that one's a huge win. We're trying to really make that a key portion of all the bouquets we make at Queens, and use all of those Icon varieties that are really developed with us in consideration. And so hopefully we're going to make more of that happen.
Okay, yeah, nice. Obviously, we have here the Colombian genetics. So yeah, product-wise, like the production here, you can see like the difference with other breeders. The cycle of our flowers are much quicker and all that. And we are also talking about colors. What are the colors you really like we are showing right now?
Yeah, so I'll start it off. And I think one of the things that I think, again, just in regards to the amazing relationship that we have with Icon and the close connection, over the years, I've been able to visit many times and talk with the head breeder there, Mark, about the different colors that are missing maybe in nature that we really would like to expand upon. I think anyone in the industry is going to really agree with me, hopefully, that tinting is not the best option for the environment, for our post-harvest. And so really we were wanting to focus with Icon on having colors that were actually missing in nature. So some of the colors that I'm just amazed that we have now are the true reds, like the Valentinos, and that we're starting to finally see some amazing true light pinks, and our first hot pink coming out of Icon, which I think is going to be a game changer, not only for our companies, but for the whole industry. Because when we're talking about Valentine's Day and Christmas, and we're talking about the massive tinting that sometimes has to happen to achieve some of these recipes that at Valentine's Day are just red, white, and pink, we now know that we can grow these colors and that we're not going to have to do an extra step in tinting them. So it's a huge win, I think, for the organization and for Icon. So those are my kind of two favorite colors that have come out of Icon.
Yeah, nice.
In the past couple of years.
Yeah, crazy.
And yeah, we're definitely also liking the fact that we're seeing more oranges, pale yellows coming out. Those cream tones are really, really key for us as well. They also work year round now. We're finding that there's more and more wanting and desire of brighter colors, richer tones, not only throughout fall, but in past Christmas, spring, summer. Like we're really making it happen. We're counting on you for more and more. I love that particular hot pink variety too. I know it's going to complement each other, and we're looking forward to those as well. So.
Yeah, nice. A question: are you guys coming to week 35 here in Colombia?
Yes, I'll be there. I already booked the hotel, but I don't have the plane ticket yet. But yeah, that's the plan. That's a great week to go and see all the different varieties, see what's coming, see what's possible, and be part of that process to give feedback on the head sizes, on the products, on the foliage, on the stem length. Those are the things that are critical for us, not only for, I know you have to ultimately make it produce commercially, but we like to see what we would want to see in the market in the years ahead.
Ah, nice, yeah. Well, for the viewers to know, obviously, week 35, that's August, end of August, and all the breeders are inviting people from abroad to come and see our varieties. So it's for us as a breeder, it's really important. Obviously, we are going to do something special this year, and we are going to show a lot of new stuff. And I hope to get some feedback from you guys when we are showing that stuff, because for me, it's really important for us as Icon, obviously, to know what you guys in the field think of our varieties. And so I think, which is also important to know, do you see any future trends where we should look at?
Well, I think that we're starting to see a lot of more neutral trends, neutral tones coming into the market. The soft pinks, the very light pale yellows, kind of the more neutral tones. I think we've started to scratch the surface on a lot of those colors that are already coming out. And I think that's a trend that is going to continue, that we need to continue focusing on. As well as we need to make sure we have backup varieties for the reds and the hot pinks to make sure that if those don't get successfully commercialized, that we have backups for those, because I think those colors are going to be very, very important. I think the chrysanthemum leek over many years has turned into something that I don't think anyone could have imagined. So for those watching, it's just the best opportunity to go and see everything that's coming out from all the breeders, including Icon, and what's new, what's hot, what's different, and to really, I think, put in perspective a lot of what the market wants, just what you're asking us, what are the trends. I think a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on wants and needs and trends and what the future is going to hold. And I think a lot of times the mistake that we make is to eliminate varieties that maybe aren't, that don't have the highest petal count or that have a different shape that we're not used to. But the reality is, from a commercial standpoint, a lot of the things that we're always looking for, I know Michael and I, from a design standpoint, is something that is different. And so it's kind of meeting the breeding with the commercial units to have those conversations about what do we all think is going to make it and what's going to be the new next big different thing.
Yeah, nice. Mike, anything?
Well, yeah. So Anna's really well spoken and does a great job. She's a wonderful side person for me. It makes it easy. But really, what we're looking for too is more flowers at the top, right? We want to see those colors and those blooms rise to the top of the bouquets. That's a big feature for us. Thicker stems, like we want to see the weight of the bouquet. We want to feel it heavy. We want to know we're getting something, and then the value is really there too, as we see more and more blooms in the right colors and the right sizes.
Okay, and yeah, well, that's really good to know, of course. Do we have? I'm looking for my dotties. Is there future for more Santinis in micro palms?
There's future for dotties, I can tell you that. That we need. I'll push the dotties because I really love them. I think the full stem is just an amazing experience on those. And the texture and the size and the color. I absolutely love them. We need to get those in more colors. We have the follow-up, which is the candies, right? Which is a little different. But yeah, I mean, we have some of the micros here.
Yeah, I think
look over.
You know, the interesting thing about micro palms or the Santinis or anything that anyone's calling them these days is that I think for a lot of years it was just what are we going to use these for? Because we really have multi-purpose usage for chrysanthemums, especially in spray chrysanthemums, pom-poms. So they're going to go in a consumer bunch program or they're going to go in bouquet work. And there's really no replicating a pom-pom. I mean, there's really, in my mind, if you don't have a pom-pom, it's very difficult to replace that in a mixed bouquet or in a consumer bunch. I think that what we're going for, and I think what most companies are looking for, is to add texture and something different in their mixed bouquet program. So the Santinis, the Dotties, the Candy Crushes, all these micro palms add so much texture. And I think if we can focus from a breeding standpoint on having as many of those flowers to the top as possible, and understanding that the value of the stem is really in texture and not in bulk, that we'll really be able to market those in the best way possible for mixed bouquets. As well as in the consumer bunch programs, I think, you know, when you're walking in a supermarket as a consumer and you're seeing everything that's available to purchase, they may not purchase the micro palm, but they may stop at the display because the micro palm looks so different and it's something that they haven't seen before. And that's what we want to do. We want to capture the attention of the consumer so that then we can have them stop and maybe they'll purchase that item or they're going to hopefully purchase something else in the display. So
that's right. Yeah, and I think one of the other cool features coming out of Icon is the fact that we're now creating new color schemes here, right? So we never had cream palms before. We never had hot pink. So we have to have all these new classifications. Whereas we're drilling down on bronzes and oranges and light bronze. Like, it's really getting specific, and you can call out colors that you really want and really desire at any given point in the year. So that's also pretty important for me.
Okay, yeah, I was also looking for your flowers, just to give the people an idea. What are we talking about? Like the Santinis and the micro palms, and I have them here
In the ground?
straight in the fields.
Wow.
Now we have, of course, the Candy Crushes, and these are your favorite dotties.
Yeah, I want to see what's behind you too. That looks very interesting.
And we have some new ones. Mark was pretty busy. The cherry one, and a flame one, and a soft one.
Very nice.
This is stuff what we are going to show in the open this year.
And the two that we have.
The last question.
You just showed, right?
What I really want to know of you guys is and then it's like the same thing. It's about the Santinis. What should a breeder do to promote these varieties more? Should we show more bouquets, like how the people can use it?
That's not an easy question. I don't think
Yeah,
can answer.
that's a tough question. I mean, I think Michael and I are from the commercial side, so we're focusing on the varieties once they've passed all the trials of our own IMV committee and standards. I think the first and foremost is to make sure that the companies and the people that are buying these, that are growing them, understand the benefits also of the micro palms. I mean, I think there's more productivity. They can fit more per square meter. I mean, I'm not an agronomist, so I don't want to pretend that I know all the amazing things about it, but I have heard that they are fantastic in that regard. But I think, yeah, from a commercial standpoint, obviously helping the commercial units understand what the usage could be would be helpful if it's not something that's picking up already.
And we've been, like, when we fall in love with a variety, we do it. We try and push it, right? We want to make it a focal. We want it to be called out of the bouquet. We want you to see it. It's going to be a showstopper. That's really where, if you want help promoting a variety, that's where we can do it. We can work on new recipes, looking ahead, looking down the road, say, hey, get this for the fall. And because that's one thing also that has to be part of the discussion is most of what you're seeing is not today for today. It's today for tomorrow, and tomorrow being a year away. So I think that's where it's important to get feedback from the customers as well and say, hey, we like this. We're able to send samples and photos and get any opinions back and any feedback at all is more helpful for all of us.
Yeah, so important. And there was a question from Juan David Cruz. He is asking if vintage colors, do they have the opportunity to get varieties bulk in the future? Like Lynette, for example, or a Fairy Tale. Those are the disbuds with the vintage colors. Could that be bulk varieties in the future or no? What do you think?
For bulk, for wholesale usage, you mean?
Well, yes, like
Yeah.
the Lynette, the vintage colors. Could that be something which we can see in the future, like in big quantities?
Oh, in big quantities. I'm not quite sure about that. I mean, I think there's definitely a consumer and a market for it now. I think, we're always, and I'm just speaking off the cuff of our own system, but we're always definitely selling more of the traditional type colors. So we're always probably going to plant more heavily to purples and whites and yellows in regards to like our portfolio and our group. But I do know from a mass market standpoint, we are seeing that lines of bouquets in bouquet cases, our whole trends are pastels. And so I think that we're kind of just barely scratching the surface because these varieties are newer. And we have also, as Michael mentioned, we have to take the time to cultivate those varieties, actually have a consistency in those varieties from an availability standpoint, and then to make sure that then that consistency can go out and be sold. So I think there's probably an ability to continue to grow that market. I don't think that that market will be replacing, for example, a purple or those types of percentages that are so popular.
And while we do have a lot more space, growing space in chrysanthemums, and that's new farms that have come on board, we are speckling in a little bit of those colors, and you'll see like creme brulee, we're making commitments that we're going to use 52 weeks a year, those colors now. So yeah, those vintage colors will come in, but they're going to kind of creep in, and we're going to test the waters and see how well it works. And that's why feedback is critical and important, because, we've tried in the past, right? We tried to have red in the past after fall, and it kind of didn't work out. I think with the reds we have now, we found that they are working. They work all the way through December and without any complaints, and they're really solid, strong reds. So the same will be with the vintage colors. They'll take their time, but it'll be a slow process.
Yeah, nice. So we should go on. That's that's the message there, I think, with going on with vintage colors. Yeah, well, for us, as a breeder, we're always looking for new stuff, but it's good to know from you guys if we are heading the right direction, So that's really important. I know you guys are really, really busy today, so I will say do your thing in Miami. And I want to thank you so much for being with me in this really short meeting, really last minute live. I'm going to put it on YouTube. We're going to put it here on Instagram. I will be enhancing the audio. And, well, guys, have a really nice day. Thank you again. Any last words?
Thank you for having us. We're always here. Anytime.
Yeah, thanks for having us. If you saw anything that you liked, if you want more dotties, just reach out to Anna or I, and we'll get them to you. Thank you.
And obviously, I will see you guys in week 35 in August, right?
Can't wait.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
That will be great. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Well, that was a quick Icon Selections Connects. I see my colleagues here online, and now we are, here in the flowering. I go on for a little while because, I know the audio was not really, really good, but like I said, I'm going to enhance it. I'm going to try to pitch the audio up a little bit in volume when I'm using the YouTube, when we are going to upload it again. You can see behind me that I'm surrounded by flowers, and really beautiful ones. So let me take one out here of the beds. It is new, it is nice, it's pretty. You can see here, this is a anemone type, and it's a disbud, so you can see it. So really nice. And yeah, a little bit about week 35. I was talking about it. That's chrysanthemum week, held here in Colombia, end of August, start of September. What are we doing there is that all the breeders involved with that, chrysanthemum breeders, are opening their greenhouses and show new trends, new varieties, new colors, new forms to all the people who are interested. So there will be growers, but also buyers. And I think this year is going to be a big event because, well, we are ending the pandemic, and so people are, can travel again. So we will probably have a lot of visitors. Right now, we are in the process to choose and to filter what we are going to show. And of course, we will do Instagram lives from the show, from the trials. So if you cannot be there, I'm going to show you everything. And yeah, I hope you're going to enjoy that. Yeah, that was something really quick. Next week, we will be having an Instagram live with a farm who is doing a showroom in Miami as well. They are going to show our varieties, and we will get some feedback from them, and we will listen to them about how their clients are reacting on our varieties. So I think next Icon Selection Connects is going to be really interesting as well. We are. I'm looking for. Well, I'm not looking, but I'm talking with people, and we are going to have a lot of interesting guests coming up this year. I already have a list until December. People are watching it. People are enjoying it. So yeah, that's really nice to hear. We put a lot of effort in this, and we are. Yeah, we're hoping this will get a chain of people going on, following us, and checking us out while we are talking flowers. So yeah, well, that's what we are up to. Keep your eyes on the socials. Give us a like, give us a heads up, give us a tag. Follow us, Icon Selections. We also on Facebook. So yeah, please check us out on all the social media. I'm going to upload this one in the upcoming days, and I will tell the client. I will tell who is going to be with us in the next Icon Selections Connect next week. So keep an eye out for that. And I wish you a very colorful week. Enjoy your flowers if you have them in the house. If not, buy them. And Icon Selection connects with people you like and people with interesting stories about our flowers. This is one for today. Ciao.